Hi students, I am your chemistry miss Mrs. Anbu Malar. Today we are going to see your second lesson P block elements 1. Previous lesson we studied about the previous topic we studied about the 13th group, that is boron, derivative compound, that is boron, boric acid. These are all we studied. Previous video studied about the carbon types of carbon, the allotropes of carbon, that is graphene, graphite, diamond, graphene and fullerenes, and another one is nanotubes. These are all we studied of the last previous video. Today we are going to see the next carbon family, that is carbon monoxide. What is mean by how it will prepare the carbon when the coke is limited supply of oxygen to form carbon monoxide. Okay, next one is industrial scale, large amount of carbon monoxide, how it will prepare, that is carbon or oxygen or nitrogen in the atmospheric air, the mixture of oxygen and nitrogen, it will form the producer gas. What is mean by producer gas? CO plus N2, that is called as, totally called as producer gas, CO and N2, that is called as producer gas. Another one is this producer gas, again it is passed through the copper 1 chloride under high pressure. So what will happen, that is copper chloride, carbon monoxide and complex compound will be formed. So that is when again this producer gas is passed through the copper 1 chloride under pressure, it will form the copper chloride and then 2H2O. So then reduced pressure carbon monoxide gas will be liberated. This is the another in the large scale preparation. How it will prepare? Once again, when the carbon react with the atmospheric air, the air containing oxygen and nitrogen to form the carbon monoxide plus nitrogen, that is called as producer gas. This producer gas is passed through the copper 1 chloride under pressure. It will form copper chloride, carbon monoxide complex compound will be formed, and under reduced pressure carbon monoxide gas will be liberated. Another one method is methanoic acid, addition of methanoic acid and concentrated sulfuric acid to form the COH2O, the carbon monoxide gas will be formed. So this is methanoic acid, HCOH methanoic acid. This is sulfuric acid. It is act as a dehydrating agent. This hydrating the sulfuric acid and the formic acid are methanoic acid to form the carbon monoxide. And H2O, this is dot H2SO4, that not plus, that is H2O plus the sulfuric acid containing water molecule. Then again another one is what are the properties. It is a colorless, odorless, poisonous gas. We already know that carbon monoxide is a heavy poisonous gas. Suppose we are inhaling the carbon monoxide has death, immediately death will occur. So that is the heavy poisonous gas and slightly soluble in water. Okay, this is the properties. Another one is what are the chemical properties. First one is it burns with oxygen. Carbon monoxide burns with oxygen to form carbon dioxide. This is CO2 is a carbon dioxide. Again it will react with chlorine to form carbon monoxide chlorine. Under light are the charcoal poisogen. It is a poisonous gas. COCl2 is the other name of this CO, carbonyl chloride. This other name is carbonyl chloride. Carbonyl chloride. Other name of this carbonyl chloride is poisogen. It is used to synthesize the isocyanate. So cyanate compound will be prepared from this poisogen. Okay, this is another one important one with chlorine. Another one is strong reducing agent. This carbon monoxide, we already know that it is the Ellingham diagram we studied. Carbon monoxide is act as a good reducing agent. So here also strong reducing agent. It is reduces ferric oxide into iron. So Fe2O3 into Fe, that is ferric oxide into iron. Another one is methanol preparation, that is synthetic gas. We already studied. Another one gas is producer gas. What is producer gas? CO plus N2, that is called as producer gas. So here that is synthetic gas, CO plus H2. The CO plus H2 is synthetic gas. It will combine together to form the methyl alcohol, that is methanol, methyl alcohol or methanol. Okay, another one is oxo process. Oxo process. What is the oxo process? When carbon monoxide C2H4, what is the compound name? That is, we can write like this, right? What is this compound name? That is ethene. Ethene. So this formula only they can write like this, C2H4, that is ethene. When carbon monoxide react with ethene and nitrogen to form the, what is the compound name? 3 carbon, what is the root word? That is propanaldehyde. Propanaldehyde. What is the root word? 3 carbon means root word prop, that is alkane compound. Here aldehyde group is there, so that is propanaldehyde. So this is the another one, oxo process. Next one is Fischer-Tropsch synthesis. Very important question last year. board exam they are asking this question, what is meant by Fischer-Tropsch synthesis. So they given only the general representation. Carbon monoxide react with 2n plus H1, 2n plus 1 molecule of H2 react heated at 500 to 700 Kelvin to form CnH2n plus 2. What is the formula? You already studied. What is this formula? This is the general formula of alkane. So here, that is the Fischer-Tropsch synthesis, saturated and unsaturated compound will be formed. What is this general formula? CnH2n plus 2. That is the general formula of alkane. Alkane means that is saturated. What is meant by saturated? The compound containing single bond, that is called as saturated. Okay, the compound containing double bond means that is saturated. What is the general formula? This is called as alkene. These are all organic compound. This is alkane, saturated compound. What is saturated compound? The compound containing single bond. What is unsaturated compound? The compound containing double bond. So again CO 2n. 2n means number of molecule, n number of molecule, that n number will be coming to this position. So 2nH2 again CnH2n plus n molecule of H2O. This is called as Fischer-Tropsch synthesis. Repeatedly asking question. Another one is this carbon monoxide form complex compound. For so many complex compound forming using the carbon monoxide. First one is nickel tetracarbonyl compound, ferric pentacarbonyl compound, chromium pentacarbonyl compound. It's a hexacarbonyl compound. This is nickel tetracarbonyl compound. This is iron penta. 5 means penta. Carbonyl compound. Carbonyl. This is chromium hexacarbonyl compound. These are all the complex compound. Okay, so these carbon monoxide form the complex compound. Another one is what is the structure of carbon monoxide. So how it will structure? So again, once again I draw the structure. We already know that carbon valency 4. So here oxygen, how many valency? Valence electron, 6 electron, right? 6 electron. Here this is excess of electron. This is minus here. So here 4 electron, this is plus. So here that is 2 electron coming to this position to making the double bond. So the double-headed arrow to form, it is a resonance hybrid structure. So the 2 electron coming here, the bond become double bond. There is oxygen 1, 2, 3. For the minus symbol gone because this 2 electron is coming to this position, right? So again another one, how it will form. So this another 2 electron coming to this position mean what will happen? Again 3 double bond will be coming. So here minus symbol coming here. This is triple bond, then plus. So the only the resonance structure, the electrons are delocalized. So the plus position coming to that position. This is resonance hybrid structure of carbon monoxide. So we already studied the 11th standard. How it will, this is the outermost electron, 4 electron, 2 electrons is here, 2 electron is here, that is the plus symbol. So 2 electron coming to this position, that is the double bond will be coming. So here the again 2 electron triple bond. So this will be become plus, this will be become minus. That is the resonance hybrid structure. So next one is what are the uses? COH2, I already told that is water gas or synthetic gas. Water gas or synthetic gas. Synthetic gas. CON2 is a producer gas. So it is used, the two gases are used to industrial fuel. Another one is reducing agent. The carbon monoxide acts as a reducing agent. It will reduce metal oxide into metal. Another one is important ligand forms carbonyl compound with transition metal. What is mean by ligand? Ligand means the compound having the tendency to share a pair of electron to making a bond formation. So what is the meaning for that? Any one of the atoms. So say here example ammonia. Ammonia lone pair electron here 2 electron. Okay, here 2 lone pair. This is called as lone pair. A pair of electron does not involve in the bond formation. This any of the atom a tendency to donate a pair of electrons. So that compound is called as ligand. So what is mean by ligand? So any other atom having the tendency to donate a pair of electron. So that is called as ligand. So this forms the carbonyl compound with transition metal. All the carbonyl compound ready to donate the electron to making the transition metal. What is transition metal? D block elements is otherwise called as transition metal. Right? D block elements is otherwise called as transition metal. Mostly the carbonyl compound, it acts as a ligand to forming a complex compound using the D block elements. Okay, so this is the carbonyl compound. Next one is carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide. Next one is carbon dioxide. In air, out of total air, 0.03% of carbon dioxide. Mainly it will occur in the calcium carbonate and magnesium carbonate in rock. So mainly it is involved in the photosynthesis or breathing, for plant breathing, respiratory or photosynthesis. Everything, carbon dioxide is very important for photosynthesis. Another one, it is occur, carbon dioxide is occur in the form of calcium carbonate or magnesium carbonate in rock. How it will be produced or how it will prepare? First one is industrial scale. Industrial scale, carbon monoxide react with oxygen to form carbon dioxide. So that is delta H value 394. It is an endothermic. Endothermic means the heat will be absorbed. So heat will be absorbed to form the carbon dioxide. Next one is calcination. What is meant by calcination? First lesson we studied what is calcination. So the metal is converted into metal oxide in the absence of oxygen. Metal converted into metal oxide in the absence of oxygen. Okay, absence of oxygen. So here that is calcium carbonate is heated to form calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. This is calcination. What is meant by calcination? First lesson we studied metal is converted into metal oxide, absence of oxygen below its melting point. That is called as calcination. Here calcium carbonate is a metal, is converted into metal oxide, calcium oxide plus CO2. Another one preparation, laboratory preparation, calcium carbonate, hydrochloric acid to form the calcium chloride and H2O, carbon dioxide gas will be prepared. This is the preparation. Okay, so next one is what are the properties? Properties also, it is a colorless non-flammable gas, heavier than, so it is a colorless non-flammable gas, heavier than, compared to air, the carbon dioxide is heavier. It is a critical temperature is 31 degrees Celsius. What is meant by critical temperature? The gas will be liquefied in this temperature. So the 31 degrees Celsius, the carbon dioxide can be liquefied. So that is the critical temperature. Another one is stable compound. Even at 3000, it is a very stable compound. 3000 Kelvin only 76% of decomposes to carbon monoxide and oxygen. Till 3100 Kelvin only the carbon dioxide does not decompose. After 3100 Kelvin only it will decomposes into carbon monoxide and oxygen. So carbon dioxide 3000 Kelvin it is converted into carbon monoxide and oxygen. Even at high temperature it is converted into coke. Coke means that is carbon. This is called as coke and oxygen. So next one is reducing property. We already know that carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide is a best reducing agent. Carbon dioxide reduces magnesium into magnesium oxide. Magnesium oxide, carbon dioxide into carbon. Another one is water gas. So that is CO2 plus H2O giving CO plus H2. That is the water gas preparation. Acidic behavior. This carbon dioxide react with water to form the carbonic acid, H2CO3 carbonic acid. It is obtained in the form of ionic form, H plus ion, bicarbonate ion. This is bicarbonate ion is an ionic form. Immediately the carbonic acid is converted into ion. This is bicarbonate ion. Okay, so next one is the structure of carbon monoxide, the same one. Oxygen 6 electrons, right? 6 electron, carbon monoxide, that's the triple bond O. First we are 2 electron is coming to this position, this become double bond, right? So here that is 2 electron is coming to this position, extra 2 electron is coming here. This is oxygen. Again this 2 electron is coming to this position, that is triple bond will be coming. Again this 2 electron is again here, that is the 2 electron coming to this position, this become positive. This is triple bond. Then again 2 electron, this again this bond will be coming. So here the 6 electron in the outermost takes this -1. So this is the structure of carbon dioxide. Everyone last year studying the 10th lesson. Okay, last time studying chemical bonding, we already studied the same structure, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, everything we are studying in the last year. Here also the same structure only they are given. Okay, so next we are going to see what are the uses of carbon monoxide. What are the carbon monoxide? It is used to produce inert atmosphere for chemical processing. Suppose any one of the compound will be preferred for that particular place, means that place it does not react with any other compound. So that particular place inert mean using this carbon dioxide. So that is called as inert atmosphere. That is called as chemical processing. Next one is biologically it is used for the photosynthesis. That is we already know that fire extinguisher. That is what is meant by fire extinguisher. Thee anikirukku use agudhu. Then next one is propellant gas. Okay, so that is the water. It is acts as a propellant gas. It does not react with the other gases. Next one is carbonated beverages. Carbonated beverages means that is all the cool drinks containing carbonated beverages. That is Limca, Bovento. So these are all the 7-Up. These are all the carbonated beverages. Are soft drinks containing this carbon dioxide. Production of another one is production of foam production. The foam production carbon dioxide gas will be used. Okay, so next one. What is silicon tetrachloride? What is silicon tetrachloride? Next we are going to see the next to carbon compound, that is silicon. What is silicon mean? That silicon tetrachloride, how it will prepare? The silica, SiO2 silicon when react with carbon plus dry chlorine 1675 Kelvin in the porcelain tube. In the porcelain tube, what will happen when silicon react with carbon, chlorine 1675 Kelvin in the porcelain tube. What is meant by porcelain tube? That is China clay tube. Silicon tetrachloride will be formed. Then carbon monoxide. So this is the first preparation. Next one is what are the commercial scale preparation? So what are the commercial scale preparation? First one is silicon when react with hydrochloric acid to form the silicon tetrachloride, SiCl4 silicon tetrachloride. Okay, silicon tetrachloride. These are the another one. These are two preparation. Next one is what are the properties? It is a colorless fuming liquid. Freeze at -70 degrees Celsius. So it is a fuming liquid. Fuming means full on the white color. Colorless na white color. Fumes na the புகையா இருக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்கும். So that is colorless fuming liquid. Freeze at -70 degrees Celsius. Hydrolysis, silicon tetrachloride and hydrolysis to form the hydrochloric acid and silica. What is the silica hydroxide? That is called as silica. And another one is alcohol lysis. When react with alcohol, silicon tetrachloride. That is what is the compound name? This is ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol. When reacted to form the this is called as silicic ester. Silicic ester or other name is tetraethoxysilane. Tetraethoxy 4-ethoxy. This is ethyl or ethoxysilane. Tetraethoxysilane. This is the ester compound. Next one is ammonia lysis. Ammonia lysis. What is alcohol lysis? Silica lysis means breakdown. Using alcohol, the compound will be breakdown. What is mean by ammonia lysis? Using ammonia, the compound lysis means breakdown. Using this ammonia, the compound will be breakdown. SiCl4, then NH3, 330 Kelvin in the presence of ether to form the silane. That is the trichlorosilane. So trichlorosilane, how this formula we can write like this: 3 chlorine atom silicon, then again 3 chlorine atom, this is NH. Okay, so what are the uses? What are the uses mean? That is the semi-conducting silicon. Next one is starting material is the synthesis of silica gel, silicic ester, a binder for ceramic material. For pasting purpose, they are using as a binding material, and silica gel, silica ester. These are all for the starting material for the synthesis of silica. And another one is semi-conducting silicone. Semiconductor, mostly the silicon chip. We already know that all the phone chip or everything, the mobile chip are made up of silica. The semi-conducting silicon chip using this compound, that is silicon tetrachloride. Okay, these are all the uses. Next one is silicones. What is meant by silicone? Silicones is nothing but it is a polysiloxane or organosilicon polymer. So why it is called as silicone? Why it is called as silicone? Or what is the formula? R2SiO. Similar to name R2CO. What is this? Is the keto compound. What is keto compound? CH3COCH3. This is the propanone or acetone. The compound name is called as acetone. So here it is look like a silicon compound, ketone compound. So it is called as silicones. So named as silicones. So it look like a ketone compound. This is the ketone general formula. So it look like a ketone compound mean it is called as silicone compound R2SiO. What are the preparation? Hydrolysis of dialkyl chlorosilane, which are prepared by passing vapors. So monochloride, alkyl chloride. So this is R means alkyl, alkyl chloride. Alkyl chloride when react with silicon in the presence of copper and 570 Kelvin. This is dialkyl chlorosilane. Dialkyl, 2 molecule of dialkyl chlorosilane. Chlorosilane. Okay, what is the compound name is? This is alkyl chloride. Then silicon react with copper and 570 Kelvin to form the alkyl chlorosilane. So the dialkyl chlorosilane again. Hydrolysis of again it will hydrolysis mean what will happen? This remove OH. The HCl compound will be removed as a HCl. 2 molecular HCl. Instead of that OH will be coming. That is dialkyl hydroxy chloros. This is the silicon compound. That is R alkyl group. So dialkyl chlorosilane. Dialkyl chlorosilane. Hydrolysis dialkyl chlorosilane. Again the 2 compound. This compound again is combined with 2 molecular water. That is H2O will be removed. Again it is formed this. So again this another one H2O. This is the linear chain polymer. Linear chain polymer. So this silicon only have the tendency to form the linear chain polymer. This is the OH water molecule will be removed. It is the linkage of this compound. This is the linear chain polymer. Another one is monoalkyl chlorosilane. So that is monoalkyl. That is only one alkyl group. Monoalkyl chlorosilane. So again it will be react with the only one alkyl group. It is a cross-linked polymer. So the same thing RCSIO. So all the 1, 2, 3, 4 that is linkage of 4 oxygen atom. It is a cross-linked. No explanation will be given. Only this monoalkyl silane have the tendency to form the cross-linked polymer. Another one is what are the types of silicones. What are the types of silicon? First one is linear silicone. So linear silicone means that is a straight chain polymer. Example silicon rubber. Silicon rubber it is a methyl, the starting material. The instead of alkyl, the methylene compound will be linked with that silicon cross-linked polymer. This is the silicon rubber. That is only they give the only example. Then silicon resin. It is a blending silicon with organic resin, acrylic ester. Instead of silicones, they are mixed with the acrylic ester. Next one is cyclic silicon. They are obtained by the R2SiCl2. That is dialkyl chlorosilane. This is the another compound. This is the cyclic compound. Cross-linked silicon hydrolysis RSiCl3. This is the cross-linked polymer. These are all the 3 types of silicon. Linear silicon, silicon resins, cyclic silicons and cross-linked silicon. These are all the example. These are all the above example for these types of silicon. Next one is what are the uses of silicon. First one is what are the uses mean? It is used in the lubrication and in vacuum pump. This is very important one. So repeatedly asking uses of silicone. Uses of silicones. Okay. First one is lubrication, vacuum pump, high temperature, oil bath, etc. Waterproofing cloths. And other one is insulating material, the electrical motor and other appliances. Mainly it is used for the insulating. We already know that silicon pan. So for without oil we can use the use for cooking. So that is called a silicon pan because it is a waterproofing material. So insulating material in electrical motor and other appliances and resistant towards high temperature, sunlight, dampness and chemicals because it is a good resistant towards the high temperature, sunlight, dampness and chemicals mixed with paints and enamels. Suppose this silicone compounds mixed with the paints and enamels, it is used as a good resistant towards the high temperature. Okay, so next we are going to see the silicates. What is meant by silicates? What is meant by silicates? Silicates is the mineral which contains silicon and oxygen in tetrahedral units. So that is SiO4 4- units linked together in different patterns are called silicates. So how it can be used for silicate? What are the types of silicate? Once again I already draw. So once again I draw the structure. Okay, first one types of silicate is a orthosilicate. Orthosilicates. What is meant by orthosilicates? So orthosilicate means this is SiO4 4 minus. So this is a silicate linkage. What is meant by silicate? Mixture of silicon and oxygen, tetrahedrally arranged. Okay, first we draw the silicon structure. Silicon structure here. This is silicon, one molecule of oxygen. Here another molecule of oxygen. That is tetrahedrally. These three are present in the same plane. Again, this is another oxygen. Okay, this is the tetrahedrally arrangement. This is the negative symbol. This is negative charge. So that is negative. So that is SiO4, and 4 charges are there, SiO4. This is the two-dimensional structure. And the three-dimensional structure, how it will be drawn? Again, silicon, oxygen, here oxygen, here oxygen. So this is the oxygen atom, that is negative sign. So here the silicon is represented is a dotted line. This is the silicon. This is the dotted line is here. So here the backside of the carbon, the backside of the oxygen is represented as negative sign. So this is the structure of orthosilicates. Okay, so this is the backside. This is the backside of the silicon. So in three-dimensional structure, so the negative sign. This is the silicon dot. So the circle and dot mean that is silicon. This is the oxygen atom. This is called as orthosilicates. So next one is pyrosilicates. What is meant by pyrosilicates? Pyrosilicate. So how it will drawn means again pyrosilicate, that is here no oxygen will be sharing. So this is another one is no oxygen sharing. No oxygen sharing. Okay, so here pyrosilicates, how it will drawn? First one is silicon, oxygen, here oxygen, here oxygen, silicon, oxygen, right? This is the negative sign. How many oxygen will be shared? Here only one oxygen will be shared. Okay, so this is the this is two-dimensional structure. So how many oxygen? Only one oxygen will be shared. One oxygen shared. Okay, how it will be coming further? So how to write the structure? How many silicon is there? Si2. How many oxygen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 oxygen. How many negative charge? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 minus. Okay, that is the negative charge. This is the two-dimensional structure. In three-dimensional structure, how it will draw? Three-dimensional structure. Again, so here the silicon, how it will represent? Circle with dot. This is silicon. Here also circle with dot. Okay, so here this oxygen. This is the three-dimensional structure. This is negative sign. Negative sign. Here also backside oxygen, negative sign. Okay, so how many here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 minus is here. That is how many oxygen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 oxygen. So backside is carbon. This is the three-dimensional structure. This is called as pyrosilicates. Next we are going to see the cyclic silicates. Cyclic silicates. Cyclic silicates. How it will be calculated means, first again 1, 2, 3. So how many oxygen will be shared? That is 2 oxygen will be shared. How many oxygen here? Negative sign. Here 1, 2, 3. How many oxygen will be shared? That is 1, 2 oxygen. Oxygen will be sharing. So that is 2 oxygen sharing. 2 oxygen will be sharing. So next one is this is the 2-dimensional structure. Next 3-dimensional structure. How it will drawn? This is oxygen atom. This is negative sign. All the oxygen. Negative sign. Here also dot. Negative sign. This is called as cyclic silicates. Okay, so next one is chain silicates. So first one is again chain silicate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will also again share 2 oxygen. 2 oxygen share. Minus okay, so this is the chain silicate. Next one is what is double chain silicate? Double chain silicate. Okay, so this is again oxygen. This is silicon. Silicon also negative sign, the back side of the oxygen. This is for oxygen. Okay, so this is the double chain silicates. Okay, so next one, sheet silicate. Sheet silicates. Sheet silicates again. These are all oxygen atoms. Okay, so these are all oxygen. This is silicon, oxygen. Okay, so this is the sheet silicate. Okay, so our next one is three-dimensional silicates. Here that is 3 oxygen atoms. The sheet silicate, 3 oxygen atom shared. So that is 1, 2, 3. That 3 oxygen atom will be shared. So that is 3 oxygen atom. How it will be? Another next one is three-dimensional one. 3-dimensional sheet. 3-dimensional silicates. So that is 4 oxygen. We can't draw this diagram. So 4 atoms shared. Okay, so this is that's all about the types of silicates. Okay, so how to remembering this? So one simple trick. So I tell one story about. So this is the how to remembering this. I tell one story. Okay, so first one is Tecto, chain, ring silicate, orthosilicate. Okay, what this is silicon and oxygen. What is mean by T? That is tectosilicate, and C, that is chain silicates or ring silicates, and what is O, orthosilicates, and S, sheet silicate, and P, pyrosilicates, D, double chain silicates. Okay, double chain silicate. These are all the chain. How to remembering this? 1 1 2 2 4 3 3 4 5 7 11. So in a jungle, tiger came to solve the problem. Cat and rat. So another one, in a jungle, tiger came to solve the problem between cat and rat and an orange. This snake and parrot ordered the Domino's pizza. Okay, so this is simple. Remembering this one, the tiger came to solve the problem between cat and rat for an orange. Snake and parrot ordered the Domino's. Okay, so this is the one. So how to, first one is 4, 2 2s are 4, then 4 1. So 2 3 3 4 5 7 11. So this is the ratio of silicon and oxygen. So coming to this sheet silicate. So sheet silicate, what is the number is, what are the sheet silicate? 2:5. So how to write here? That is the sheet silicates. So silicon ratio how much? So silicon ratio, silicon is to oxygen is 2:5. So how to write? So that is Si2O5 N2N minus. Okay, so this is the sheet silicates. Okay, next one is again one double chain silicate. Double chain silicate, what is the number? So that is 411. So the 411 Si is to oxygen. So that is 4:11. So how to write? Si4 and O11. O11, that is N2N minus. Okay, so this is the remembering this one. Another one is chain silicate. Chain silicate also, what is the chain silicate? 1:3. So that is the chain silicate. The chain silicate Si is to oxygen is 1:3. So that is SiO3 N2N minus. Okay, so this is the chain silicate. So this is the another one. So next one is orthosilicate, that is the tetrahedral one. So the orthosilicate, the pyrosilicate, these are all studied. The cyclic silicates. So this is the pyrosilicate. This is already right, Si2O7. This is counting the oxygen. Okay, so that's all about the types of silicates. So chain silicate, double chain silicate, sheet silicates. So this is the remembering that one. So next one is, we can study, first one is zeolite. Finally last, this chapter containing only last one. So that is the first one is zeolites. What is mean by zeolite? It's a 3-dimensional crystalline solid. What is the compound name is Al2. This is a mixture of aluminium, silicon and oxygen. Okay, this is the 3-dimensional crystalline. Another one is, it is the formula is sodium, only one sodium and aluminium oxide, then SiO2. Then X molecule of SiO2 and Y molecule of H2O. So what is the meaning for that? X contain 2 to 10 number will be coming to this position and Y position containing 2 to 6. Okay, so this is the next one is, it is a monovalent sodium. So this sodium is loosely bound with the water. So because this water molecule move in and out, the silicon and aluminum are tetrahedrally shared with oxygen. It look like a honeycomb. So this structure is look like a honeycomb. So it is interconnected with a tunnel and cages. It look like a tunnel and cages because the water molecule freely move in and out of this zeolite bed. So the zeolite bed is look like act as a molecular sieve. Molecular sieve அப்படினா so the water இதெல்லாம் impurities இருந்தா அதை வந்து அரிக்கிறதுக்குன்னு சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா. So that is, it is act as a molecular sieve. This is important one, that is the zeolite. So zeolite is a important one, repeatedly asking question. What is mean by by zeolite. This is used like a molecular sieve. What is meant by sieve? It is a three-dimensional crystalline solid. So is a monovalent sodium loosely bound held with a water molecule. Sodium and aluminum are tetrahedrally stacked with the oxygen. So because this molecule, so silicon and aluminum is tetrahedrally arrangement. So it looks like a honeycomb. It is interconnected with a tunnel and cages. So it is the water molecules are freely move in and out of this compound. So another one is it is act as a molecular sieve. Okay, so that's all about the P block lesson 2 completed. Okay, so this portion, till this portion only, first midterm portion completed. Next we are going to see the lesson 3. This is also continuation for your P block elements. Okay, we see the next video. Bye children.